So, why are you here? Do you know why you're here? Do you know what your purpose is? Do you know what you want to do with your life? Do you feel on track to feel very self actualized, very purposeful, leaning into your meaning? Or do you feel as though you're just kind of confused, you're just feeling kind of wandering around and not really sure what to do with your life? Well, if you fit into the latter category, you're certainly not alone. This is definitely a common thing that a lot of people struggle with. But it is also something that you don't have to struggle with. And there definitely can be such great enrichment, happiness, joy, peace, and fulfillment, and knowing your purpose and knowing why you're here. And that's what I want to talk about today. Hi, my name is Keisha Dent. I'm a certified hypnotist, the author of Life Change Now. And today I want to talk about hypnosis and finding your life purpose. So a lot of times people will ask and have these questions of why am I here? What is my purpose? And the very first thing I always want to bring up always is that it is more important to choose direction and movement over purpose. It's so important to begin to just pick a direction, pick something that interests you, pick something that feels right for you, and to begin to move. And the reason this is important is because for many of us, we may know right away, right, what our purpose is, why we're here. But I can speak for myself personally. I never did. I knew that I wanted to feel a purpose and I knew that I had a purpose, but I never knew what it was per se and what I was here for. And the way that I view it, I don't still view that any one person has one specific purpose. I actually believe that there are multiple ways that we can provide service back to the world. We have multiple different goals, skills, passions that can be used in an alchemy of different ways in order to feel fulfilled, to feel of use, to feel of service, to feel happy and confident about ourselves. And those are truly the end results of any question asking about your life purpose. You want to feel of service. You want to feel of use. You want to have a sense of peace, of fulfillment, and of pride and confidence about how you're spending your life. And this can come in a multitude of ways. For some people, it will not be related to their actual job or their actual vocation. It doesn't have to be. And for others, they will be one and the same. But the most important thing that you need to know is that it's most important to pick a direction and just start moving. And I say this because oftentimes, in my personal opinion, for most of us who don't come out the womb or land in an early childhood classroom knowing immediately what we want to do for the rest of our lives, what will have to happen is we will eventually end up moving in the right direction that we're supposed to, but only after beginning to make some changes, right? We can only figure out where we're supposed to be by moving and encountering where we're not supposed to be, by moving and realizing what we don't like, by moving and realizing as we're moving north that we actually like the way the trees look and feel and the fruit that grows when we veer a little bit off to the northwest. And as we move and as we begin to make adjustments, only then and only then will we begin to form a certain sense of life purpose and where we need to be in order to feel fulfilled, proud, confident, and actualized in our lives and feeling as though we're at peace and of use. And the thing about another thing, number two, is that I believe that most of us know generally where we're supposed to be and how we're supposed to, where we're supposed to move, though I think that earthly experience actually interferes with that. I think what most of us as adults, or even as teenagers, adolescents, what we experience when we don't know our life purpose is actually more of a dropped GPS signal. It's more of our GPS signals being interfered with. Because as we begin to age and as we begin to take on different roles in society and to listen to different authority figures, both willingly and against our will, we'll begin to take on the ideas of what it means to be happy, what it means to be fulfilled that are not our own. And it will begin to interfere with our own ability to be of direction to ourselves. And a lot of the work that needs to actually be done is getting back your own voice, being able to trust your own internal guidance, your own internal GPS, being able to differentiate the voice of yourself and your own spirit over the voices of others, authority figures, family, friends, the media, the government, our education system, etc., and begin to follow what we want to do. And another question, there are many questions we can ask, and especially if you reach out to me, because this is something I've talked about in the past and something I want to talk about more in the future. But one of the kickoff question that we can begin to dig deeper is to ask yourself, what did you most like doing early on at the ages of like 6, 7 years old? Okay, so that's around first, second grade. What were you good at? What lit you up? What could you do all day long? And you can start there. You can begin to kind of move forward and ask yourself the same question as you move forward. But often that points a big arrow on things that we were good at, things that lit us up, that we're passionate about. But oftentimes we still would be passionate about if it weren't for some either unfortunate things that happen or other people's opinions on the matter. So that's a good place to start, okay? And there's a lot of other questions that I will definitely be talking about in the future. But it's so important to, again, pick a direction and move. And for many of us, it's not supposed to be a straightforward thing. For many of us, we are supposed to kind of ping pong around, kind of just like a video game, actually. Begin to encounter different people, different scenarios, encounter challenges, overcome those challenges in order to find out why we're here and to find out what we are to do with ourselves. And in general, I believe that we often overcomplicate the matter. So I want to also present as well as another way to get to the bottom of that is through hypnosis. So hypnosis is a natural and effective way to begin to access things that have happened at a subconscious level, things that have been buried away, in order to begin to bring to light, bring to the surface things that we need, information that we need in order to get us on the right path. Hypnosis is a natural, a safe, an effective method in order to begin to access things at the subconscious level that we need in order to move forward. So if you are stuck and wanting to explore these things and you're having trouble doing this on your own, then by all means, you can reach out to me here. You can check me out at newworldhypnosis.com. And I'm going to be putting together a super quick starter kit, 101 kit pretty soon. So stay tuned that we'll be talking about how you can get started on getting warmed up with hypnosis, get all your questions answered, and get started making change as soon as possible. So that's it for me today. Reach out to me if you have any questions. And remember, always, in order to change your life, you must first change yourself. Thank you so much, and I'll talk to you next time. Stay safe. Take care. Bye.